You know, sometimes you have to stand back and admit when you're wrong. And I've said a couple of times on a few separate videos that I read everybody's comments. You know, every comment you put, I read. And that's probably a bit of a fabrication of the truth. And let me just explain it to you. Basically, when I upload a video, I will go back and forth throughout the course of the day or the couple of days before the next video to see what people have said, you know, to read through all the comments that have been posted on that video. And sometimes I'll answer some, sometimes I'll say thank you very much to the relevant ones. And then when the next video comes up to upload, I'll go back to that one and I'll have a look at that. And the other one kind of gets put on the back burner, essentially. So the only times I ever really see the previous comments is when I go onto the, you know, the appropriate page on YouTube where you can see the comments section. It basically shows all the comments that come in. And sometimes one will catch my eye and I'll think, oh, what video was that on? And I'll go to the page and then I'll answer the question. But I don't actually see all of the comments, and I got called out for this on I think it was about 2 videos ago. Somebody turned around when I actually said this and said, no you don't read all the comments, please, you know, no disrespect, but just don't lie, you don't read all the comments, it's as simple as that. And I was a little bit hurt by that. I thought, yes I do, and then I thought, no I don't actually. He's probably right. So yeah, I don't read all the comments, I do apologise. I try to read as many as possible, I try to answer as many as I can, but unfortunately I don't have all the hours in the day because this isn't my full-time job to sit and go through with a fine-tooth comb and answer and watch and look at everybody's comments. So yeah, but the ones that I do try to respond to and the ones that I try to give people, I suppose, what they want is the ones when people say, can you please upload a Modern Warfare 2 gameplay, or I want to see some Black Ops, or I want to see some Black Ops 2, I'd like to see a nuke and things like that. I, like the postman, try to deliver. So this gameplay you can see in the background is a nuclear on Black Ops 2. And the reason I put this one up is because, as I say, one of the comments came in and somebody said, you know what, I've been subscribed to you now for about 3 years, ever since you started, and I don't believe that I've seen a nuclear gameplay on your channel. Is there any reason for this, and is it possible you can put one up? Now, there is a reason why I've never put a nuclear gameplay up, and that is because I don't go out to find them, because they don't really interest me. It's not that I think they're shit, I think they're quite difficult to get, realistically, because it's all just gun on gun kills, and the kill streaks contribute to nothing. But for me, a nuclear doesn't have that desired effect of what I like. I like the boom, I like the explosion, that's why I like to go out and try and get a nuke. If I play free-for-all on Modern Warfare 2, I want to blow the place up and end the game with a sonic boom of a bang. Same with the Moab, Modern Warfare 3. I don't really hunt for those, but I like to get one, and if I can get one, it's fantastic. You know, I've had a couple of accidental Moabs where I've run the assault package and not the specialist. But it's satisfying to see that explosion, to feel the scream rock, and then to hear the bodies hitting the floor, you know, in multiple succession, like ba-ba-ba-bum, everybody's dead. Chem strikes, exactly the same. The nuclear for me didn't have that effect because it was basically just an acknowledgement on the screen. There you go, you've got a nuclear, fantastic. Oh, you're unstoppable, you know, you're carrying on through your nuclear. So, you know, I fully respect people who do get nuclears. This is on 6v6 TDM, and I think it's a little bit harder. Plus, it's on one of the worst maps in Black Ops 2, and it was kind of a grind out to get it. And I didn't sort of set out to get one, essentially. I started out playing normally. You know, what I did notice as the game was going on, I called in lightning strikes and things like that, and I managed to notice that I was staying alive a little bit, and that the score wasn't going up rapidly. And then I just decided, hey, do you know what? I won't use any more of my streaks. I will just go out there and see if I can get a nuclear. So that is what I did, and I succeeded. I hope the person that requested this and the rest of you enjoy it. Now, when I put the gameplay in the timeline just before I did this commentary, I went to the end of the gameplay and I kind of, you know, just shaved off the end. And I noticed the sort of last final screen where it shows the score. There was 2 split screeners there. And you know what, realistically, it left a sort of bit of an empty feeling in my soul. Because I know that people will watch this and they'll say, oh, you were just playing against noobs, that's the only reason you got it. Even though skill-based matchmaking is in Black Ops 2, you know, don't forget that. It's in Call of Duty Ghosts, it's in Black Ops 2, it's just more, I suppose, accentuated. But as far as the split screeners go, I kind of have 2 reactions whenever I see split screeners in my lobby. The first one is I'm looking, thinking where they're going to go, what team are they going to go on? Are they going to go on the other team? Please, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And then they drop on your team and it's like, no, why me? Why have I got to carry these people? Because they never do well. Split screeners never, ever do well. Now, the other end of the spectrum is, you know, you're sort of looking, thinking, please be on the other team, please be on the other team. Yes, they're on the other team. Fantastic. This is going to be the biggest whitewash since Dave Whitewash paid a visit to Whitewash Town to whitewash every single villager's shop window with his new whitewash machine that he'd just invented. It's that extreme. By the way, any reference to any Dave Whitewash that might be living or dead is purely coincidental. I've just made that name up. But yeah, people do watch these videos and they say, oh, it's no wonder you're pub stomping, you're just playing against noobs. And like I say, most of the time I genuinely am not. There's obviously a bit of a mix, but there's always a couple of good players in there, and those are the ones that cause you a few problems. Now, I wanted to go back talking about the split screeners, and I'm going to kind of end the video on this sort of vibe, because I honestly believe that it's just not fair for split screeners. I've never done it personally. In fact, no, actually I've done it once. When I worked away, we had no internet, I took my Xbox away with me, I had Modern Warfare 2, and there was a chap there and he wanted to play some Modern Warfare 2 and challenge me. So we went into a kind of split stream, you know, private lobby and ran around knifing each other with, you know, throwing knives and stuff like that. That was quite fun. The one thing I do remember about it though was there was no actual decent peripheral vision. You know, it's very sort of narrow and closed off. You know, you can either have it vertical or horizontal, I believe. I can't remember. But yeah, you've got no peripheral vision. You can't see what is coming from every angle. And this is why I believe that split screeners do terrible. These guys are probably good, but they don't have the 110% peripheral vision that you would have if you was playing as normal. So what I believe, this is my own personal opinion, I suppose, is that Call of Duty should segregate out the split screeners, because it clearly knows who they are. It should segregate out the split screeners and put them into lobbies with other split screeners, so everybody's on an even keel. You know, don't put them in lobbies with people who are, you know, playing on one server, one internet provider, and they're going to get absolutely stomped on. It's not really fair on them. Trust me, I like playing against split screeners. It's easy picking, it's easy meat for me and everybody else. But when they end up on your team, it's a bloody nightmare, and it's not fair on them. So what I want to know is, are you a split screener? Have you ever played split screen? Is this one of the things you want to do with your friend, your girlfriend, your parents? You know, your dad comes in, let's have a little game of COD, and then you two sit there busting your fucking console to pieces and putting your foot through your television because you feel cheated out of every kill that you could have had in the palm of your hand simply because you couldn't see 100% of the screen. And if you are a split screener, would you like to play in a lobby that's preferential for you, where you're playing against people like-minded and you can all suffer together? So there we go. I've popped my cherry, I've stamped the nuclear gameplay on my channel. I hope the person who requested it enjoyed it, as I hope you did too. Apocalypse done.